I'm fortunate to have 3 different set of carbon wheels on hand. 3 different carbon wheel sets, 2 of which could be considered value priced. One of those definitely is. The Hunt Proven, the Nomadik El Capitan, and the Stans Flow CB7. Now each is listed as Enduro or cross country, but strong enough for an e-bike or a bigger travel bike. Price for each also vary. Regular prices, not sale prices. For the Hunt Proven, $1,600. For the Nomadik El Capitan, $1,199. For the Stans Flow CB7, $2K. The features and benefits for each are relatively similar because, well, they're all carbon. While the hubs and spokes can be different, what you see here are typically directly purchased from the brands. Now let's take a look at the 3 different rim profiles because they're interesting. Here is the Nomadik El Capitan, and you can see it's a little bit different. See, it's more of a pyramid kind of shape going on there, right? So here we go, we got the inside. It's a good wheel. The Hunt Proven, you see this one is a little bit different. It's not peaked. You can see how it's flat up top. It's a little bit thicker. It's not low profile. You can see inside right there. The stands. And the stands are a bit more asymmetrical. You can see how it's a bit off center right there than the other 2. You can see the profile, the inside right there. You can see how that's asymmetrical. Well, my thoughts on these, well, I mean, they're all pretty good. I mean, not very insightful, right? I've ridden each on the same trails and can say they all feel pretty good. They ride like typical carbon wheels. Precise, they spin up fast, hold the line very well. The only issue I've had with any of them was that the Stans hub, kind of disintegrated. That sucked. Fortunately, it was an easy fix because I had a spare hanging around, but you can search for Stans hubs and see it might not be an isolated issue. The Stans also have some sticker migration right out of the box, and by migration I mean that, it was kind of bubbly and peeling, which, I paid for these. That kind of sucks. I will say, on the positive side, the Stans were packaged the best with plastic hubcaps protecting them, which was really nice. The other 2 didn't have this. They were just cardboard, covered in a box. Now, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these, but you can see there were differences. Let's put them all side by side there. I don't know, it's really hard to see a difference here. See, here we go, we got that one, look right down the middle, we got that one, and then we got the Stans. They're all good looking wheels, right? Now take a look at these 3 carbon sets for yourself if you're in the market for a carbon wheel set with a US based and backed warranty. Instead of leaning toward AliExpress, which may be cheaper, but the warranties, well, they're kind of sus, they're shaky. Right? So you want something that is either, US, UK, wherever you are, you want the warranty from a company that's based there because it's going to be a lot easier to get replacements, right? Now, one thing I should say about these is that I was sent the Nomadik. They sent me these. These are testers. These are loaners. They're going back. Hunt right here and the Stans, these were bought. I purchased this. These were mine. My opinions are mine for all 3. One thing I want to say is do not pay full price. Do not pay full price for anything. There are bargains to be had, either sales, codes, or something. None of these were bought full price. And I can lower the price of these Nomadiks by 15% with the code I have below. Look around, be smart. Carbon wheels, they're really good, but do not get suckered into paying full price. You don't have to. There are bargains everywhere right now. You can see there's differences in the hubs, right? Here's the Stans, uses the E-Sync, and then, you know, Hunt's got their own right there. It's a little different shaped. I mean, they're hubs, right? Let's take a look at the Nomadik. You can see Nomadik right there. It's the skinniest of the bunch, but I mean, honestly, I've had no problem using this. I've used all of them tubeless, and no problem. I did have to put some new tape on the stands because, well, the tape was bubbled. That's one thing you got to keep in mind when you get some of the sale price stuff, is that it might be sitting in a warehouse. So you know what? The tape is just adhesive baked, and sometimes it bubbles a little bit. Don't be lazy, replace the tape. It's just a couple bucks. And you know, if you really want to be a pain in the butt about it, reach out to the company, tell them their tape sucked and you want them to send you tape. They're probably gonna do it. If not, you know, you can just buy tape from Amazon. You hit the hardware store, use, you know, gaffer tape, or you can use some Gorilla tape. Either one of those are fine. I've never had any problems with Gorilla tape, and I kind of like it because you can get it to sit flush a little bit more easier than you can with like the plasticky rim tape you're gonna get from some companies. Anyway, all grab tires fine, no problems getting the bead to seat, no problems losing pressure. They're all good wheels. And all things equal, I would go with the cheapest one. Right now, that's the Nomadik. Could drop that price even further, code below. It's a good wheel. You can't go wrong with any of them though. So if you're looking for carbon wheels, these three are, you know, they're pretty good. Obviously the Hunt and the Nomadik are a lot cheaper. So I'd lean toward them. All right guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you out on the trail.